Where is the gap between sunscreen cosmetic machine testing and human testing? We sometimes encounter such problems when making sunscreen products. Our instrument shows that is very high, but when we do external human testing, the effect is not ideal, or the instrument detects a low SPF value. But when tested on the human body, the index is higher. This is not a problem with the product, but the two testing methods are different. Let's talk about the internal machine test first. At present, we mainly use UV2000 instruments. The test method is also very simple. On a standardized plate, to apply 2 milligrams of sunscreen per square centimeter. This is an internationally recognized standard amount. The machine uses an ultraviolet light source to illuminate the plate and measures how much UV light passes through. The lower the transmittance, the more UV is blocked by the sunscreen, the higher the SPF value. The whole process of applying to the result, less than an hour. It's very simple, right? But the machine is very expensive. Its advantage is that it is simple, fast, and repeatable. But this PIMA plate and real human skin will have many differences. The surface of our human skin has some tiny pores. These gullies are thousands of people and thousands of faces. And the sebaceous glands secrete oil. These will affect the SPF, because UV light will penetrate through the weakest part of the application, and the gullies of human skin pores will be more unevenly applied. These are skin properties that a PIMA board cannot simulate. Meanwhile, UV2000 is tested after applying sunscreen to measure the instant data of UV light. So, there are differences from actual human tests. This is normal. So what about in actual human testing? Generally, institutions will recruit multiple real volunteers, apply sunscreen to the volunteers' back, and then expose them to UV light to see how much UV light causes skin to turn red. Human testing can also have its problems, which is the large individual differences. For the same sunscreen, may have a coefficient of variation of 20 to 30%. This is not a problem with the sunscreen, but the biological differences of people. And LabSphere UV2000S, the same operator tests the same board. The coefficient of variation can be only about 5%. So, what is the final SPF value? Will be done when submitting the special certificate application. We do real human testing, and eventually it will be subject to human testing. A human test costs tens of thousands of yuan, and takes several weeks, or even a month. Since it is all subject to human testing, then why do we spend so much money? What about getting the LabSphere UV2000S test instrument? We will talk about it next time.